It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Dreadnoughts athletic corner.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Portland River Hogs and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this San Antonio team as they enter play. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Takes it to about the 37.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 52 yards.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got the work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 15. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1.
The carry here for the big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second and 4.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Back out comes San Antonio. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. (17-0) our score after 1. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. options galore here. Second and a few inches. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the River Hogs take a 3-touchdown lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Second and 9 now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 70 yards, and the Dreadnoughts get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the River Hogs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
2 yards
yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it will be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
11 yards there, 1st down.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Back out comes San Antonio. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball is snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Second and 15. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the River Hogs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 6. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.